Hey, you guys, this is Rashanos for News, Views, and Conversations. Just want to pop in real quick once again to bring you video footage from Romeca Meeks' this mother. She did an interview, I believe, a few days or a day before the homegoing celebration. And I really want you guys to take a listen to it and everything that she has to say. I do my best to make sure I get the information from the main person, the main people that know exactly what's going on. She spoke a lot of truths, a lot of different things that definitely resonate with me as to why the other girl, Holly, why she didn't leave. And I actually thought the same thing. If the guy Carlos, if his apartment wasn't far from the school, she had every way out to go back over there versus coming closer to her to say that this was self-defense. You were defending yourself. And if you have a restraining order, why are you going to what you say is a threat versus leaving the threat? So she dropped a lot of gems, a lot of, different things for everyone to think about, and a lot of truths. I believe she also did the interview with her daughter and maybe one of her nieces, or maybe she could have been a daughter. I'm not exactly sure, but definitely take a look at the video. All of the love, all the condolences sent out to her family, her son, all of her cousins, and everyone that has, brought themselves forth to, tell the truth of what's been happening. And from what I can see so far, it's all just coming out. It's all just coming out. And I'm sure as time continues to go on, we're going to continue to see how everything plays out, what happened, and hopefully they get justice for her because you can't just go around doing stuff because you feel jealous, pride, and ego, and you want to be the main chick. So just crazy, foolish behavior from the participants that did not take the audacity to walk away instead of making the situation happen that didn't have to take place. Way too soon, way too soon. So I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you in the next video.
And if you watch my sister in cold blood, and after that, the best move you can make is plans on getting your son out of school. Is it the baby you wanted? Why would you have us mourning actively at a hospital?
And you literally told Romeca, as the lady said in the statement, she has her gun. She has her gun. And then Holly, you respond to say, I'm going to shoot this bitch.
Since the devastating and senseless murder of 31-year-old Romeca Meeks, her family has been courageously speaking out in the wake of unimaginable loss. Her mother, sister, and aunt have come forward publicly, determined to shed light on the events that unfolded on the day of her tragic death. They are not only sharing their truth, but are also actively pursuing justice to the full extent. As the investigation continues, their voices have become a powerful call for accountability and change. Let's take a closer look at what happened in the days leading up to the tragic incident and how Romeca's loved ones are fighting to ensure her story is heard and justice is fully served.
First, I want to say thank y'all for even considering to hear my voice and hear my plea for justice. First of all, my daughter was taking her baby to school. Carlos did not have Carlos Jr. that day. They were running late. If you would read her letter that she was putting in her baby's lunchbox, she was saying her little man, that's what she called him, her little man. This man would not let me, I don't care how late we are, I got to fix this man his lunch. And she put it on Facebook and she put the note in his lunchbox. So where people are saying that he dropped the baby out, that is not true. Second of all, I want to say, I want a full investigation of the situation. I don't want Holly to be able to get away with it because she went to school to be a criminal justice lawyer, so therefore she knew how to do a paper trace.
And just to clarify, Holly is the alleged shooter, correct?
Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone wants to say that Romeca harassed Holly. Romeca never knew Holly. Holly introduced herself with Romeca with a phone call saying, I left a robe in Carlos' closet from the beginning. She's always wanted to harass her. So they never had an altercation or physical altercation. It was always something that she would inbox Romeca. Romeca was fine, which anyone would respond of a situation that was going on. It was a toxic situation. Far as Carlos, he played a major part in this. I remember multiple times of her calling saying, Mama, I'm tired. I'm tired. I can't fight no more. I just want him to leave me alone. She had got her strength to walk away because I'm a mother and I'm a fighting mother. I've always raised my kids to, regardless of what situation, do not take the kid from their dad. But this is one situation I wish I wouldn't have told my baby that, so she could have just really walked away. Even if you had a order protection on her, why didn't you call the police yourself then? Why didn't you get in your car and leave? You were in a place where you shouldn't have even been. The school is on 22nd. Why did you park there? Carlos stay on 20th. 21st, like close to 20th. You can park there. You can park there on the block before him. You wanted to be seen. You guys triggered that situation up with my daughter. And to leave her lifeless like that, that is your baby's brother. What kind of woman are you? She allowed you and Carlos to take her baby out with your child to eat dinner. Don't make her look like she's a monster, because she's not. She's not. And I just want justice. Someone must pay for this. You want to say that she blocked your car. Her hood of her car is in the back of your car, and Carlos' car is in the front of hers. Make it make sense.
So they had her blocked in. Yeah.
They said Romeca had Holly blocked in. How? How?
Can I ask you some logistical questions, Mom? When it comes to, and I hear you, the internet is cruel.
Yes,
and I haven't really subscribed to it. But the bottom line, there's been some logistical factors that I've been really defending. Because one of the allegations is Holly, the shooter, because it's not alleged, she is the shooter, said, well, her defense is, I have a conceal and carry card. And when I heard this, I had to pray about this. I'm a new mom. I have 2 baby boys. This was very heavy because I am Romeca, okay? Every Black woman under the sound of my voice that is a mother fighting to survive in this city, in this state, is your daughter. And I stand with you. And when I heard that, my response was, fool, that's not a license to kill. You just took a life because you think that card is vested for you to do so. And then it erupted about orders of protection. So we have been looking for a witness that is saying that the father was attacking your daughter prior to Holly even arriving. Okay, so there was some activity beforehand that even led up to. But the bottom line is, when we get down to the meat and potatoes, what is sacred is that this is your grandbaby's elementary school. This is your daughter. And definitively, this happened in front of the school. Am I correct?
Yes.
And with that being said, I would like to understand what rationale was provided to you and your family as to how did we get to the release of Holly and the fact that Carlos was never even taken into custody.
When I got to the scene, everybody was gone. I had got a video. This is how I found out that my baby had got shot. I got sent a video of my baby on the ground and a puddle of blood and him standing all over her and everything. I'd never seen my baby at the scene. When I got to the scene, all I seen was red and yellow tape. I called him, he called me when we was at Cook County Hospital. And he said, "Ma," I said, "she's gone." And there was a pause. And he said, "This is all my fault." See, everybody's don't know what's being said to me.
Swiftest outcome I've ever heard. And are you a native of Chicago?
Yes.
And I am too. So the fact that she was gone just like that, literally and figuratively, and you were shown a video, that breaks my heart. And I'm so sorry. That's cruel. I think that, in wake of your daughter's murder, because this is exactly what it was, the pain that I feel for you and what I've been able to bear witness to, I don't think people are really just humanizing her. And I want you to, because your daughter was on the precipice of greatness, studying to become a nurse. She's inspired me. I want to leave notes. I just thought that was a beautiful attribute. I'm a boy mom. So I am inspired by your baby. So I'm glad that you received my love, because I was like, man, that's amazing. And the fact that she was committed to being just goodness, and that was cut short. So after you got the call that she arrived to the hospital and had transitioned, what catapulted from there?
I was it took them so long because they kept saying Romeca Meeks, and I'm asking them for Romeca Blackmon. So it was about like almost an hour before I could even get any answers about my daughter. So I had to go into my phone and send them show them a picture of her. And that's how I ended up seeing her. And to see her like that was just, oh my God. It was devastating. When I seen the video and seen her in person, I didn't know what to do, how to think, but I was so angry. I was so angry because me, myself, literally talked to Carlos and told him, "You got to stop this. You're the only one can stop this." There are two women that's fighting because somebody is lying to the next one. They want to make it look like Romeca was fighting with Holly. All these posters they putting up is her and Carlos 3-4 years ago. I mean, why didn't they put up videos of her in the nail shop and he pulling up, jumping on her? Why didn't they put up the video 2 weeks earlier of that? She's dropping her baby off and she's running in the middle of the street and almost get hit because he's down there threatening her. Why didn't they where is the video of her literally at Holly harassing her, trying to fight her? Where is that?
Miss McMiller, I will be praying for your strength. I am very emotional hearing this. I see the family. And this is what we mean, WVON. Where's the justice for this mom? I mean, my heart bleeds. I see you all, and Miss McMillan, I'm just so sorry. This is her mother. So this is the mother of Romeca Meeks Blackmon, 31 years old.
Care what you had. You didn't kill my baby like that. And Carlos, I felt like you set my baby up. I felt like you said and premeditated this. I felt like this is something totally different because you are what 6'5", 6 feet, and you can control nothing. Nothing. And you bed. You go to the gym, you bitch, you do everything, and you could control this situation. You wasn't trying. And you literally told Romeca, as the lady said in the statement, she has her gun. She has her gun. And then Holly, you respond to say, I'm going to shoot this bitch. And you go around to the passenger side of the car. Your baby in there. Where your 6-month baby is in the car. Come to the other side and shoot my baby in the face. Then shoot her in the side. Then shoot her in the leg. Oh, you're going. You was intentionally trying to kill my daughter. For what? Because Carlos couldn't stop loving her. What was it? What was it? He was stalking. Romeca wasn't stalking Carlos. Carlos was stalking Romeca. And you couldn't take it because you didn't get the love that he gave her. You have to earn that love. You haven't been in that relationship that long like they was. So you had to earn it. You didn't feel the hurt that she felt while you on Facebook. I would never go with another man's woman and have a baby back when he's already in a relationship. I would never do that. So why would you never get on Facebook and lie and say what you would never do? Then you made a post to say, I'm just gonna kill the bitch. I'm just gonna kill the motherfucker. You intentionally, this was on you. I don't know you guys planned it, because to me in my heart, I feel like it was premeditated.
Now, let me ask you, Miss McMiller, where is the police, Chicago Police Department, and or the state's attorney in terms of your sentiments? Who has talked to you in regards of the next steps? Because since Friday, Holly has been released. As I've come to understand, she doesn't even live in Chicago. She lives in Wisconsin.
Yes.
So she drove all the way up from Wisconsin. How did this come to be? And what have they told you and your family as to why she's been released? With no charges.
They had no one came up. They had no witness to come up yet. And I hear she has a very important lawyer that got her out. But I haven't heard anything yet, but this is an ongoing investigation. That's all I've heard. No state's attorney has talked to me, and I heard this from the detective. But anything else, I have not heard. No one has reached out to me. No one has said anything to me. And I think it's unfair for no one not to talk to me, because I'm supposed to be able to get questions, answers, ask you questions and get answers. You know, everybody wants to keep saying, Holly, Holly, Holly. Holly, why would you call DCFS on Romeca if Romeca messing with you so much? Holly, you picked with my baby. You did this all the time to her.
Ms. McMiller, did Romeca have restraining orders against Holly and Carlos?
I knew Carlos. I don't know about Holly, but I knew it was Carlos.
She had one against Carlos. Okay.
You know, because he kept harassing her. Her co-workers came to my house yesterday, and she literally said, I asked her, I said, did Alice ever come up there and harass her on Mickey? She said, all the time. She said, I had to tell him, if you put your hands on her, we're all going to whoop your ass. I'm sorry.
No,
She said she would write me a statement and let everyone know that this is what he was doing. He said she said Romeca used to park her car 5 blocks away almost and walked to work so he wouldn't see her car there. Because she moved. She changed her number. She didn't want nothing else to do with him. So only way he knew to find her at was the school or her work.
My God. And even with this shooting on the school grounds, I could not understand, Miss McMiller, why there was no charge even for that.
I couldn't either, because you have this is me. You have a 6-month baby in a car. Regardless if you get concealed to carry, you are not supposed to have a weapon in a car with a kid. You are by school grounds. You are not supposed to have a weapon that close to a school where kids are involved. She violated in so many ways. She violated the Safe School Act. She endangered her child while you're calling on Romeca's DCFS. You endangered your child. Why DCFS is not on you for endangering your child? It's not right. It's senseless to me. My grandson is starting saying every morning, Mommy, Grandmommy, Grandmommy. I miss my mommy so much. I miss my mommy so much. The bonding relationship that Romeca and this baby had, no one can fill those shoes. No one. It was just amazing. Oh, it was the mother. He just jump all over her, kiss all over her, tell her, Mommy, I love you, I love you, I love you. She would do the same thing. She would be at work. She would be at work, and I got him. And she'd be at work. Call it. Girl, if you call my phone one more time. But that was the communication they had, because he called me Mama, and then she'll call him and say, Mommy, I'm with Grandmommy. And she'll probably like, see, that's what I'm talking about. Every time my baby get over there with you, he gonna act like he don't know his mama. He got his grandma. He with his grandma. He wanna go to his grandma. We had a strong relationship. My kids and I, when it comes down to family, we are family bonded, and we love kids. Oh, and I extremely love kids. I'll take the whole kids, tell the parents, hey, get out. As they tell my kids tell me, my house is Burger King, have it their way. Their house is McDonald's. And that is me.
Well, that sounds very beautiful, and I can feel that about you. Don't make me drop my babies off, Miss McMiller.
Girl, they won't want to come back.
Make me drop them babies off. Well, listen,
I ain't gonna do nothing. Open up that door.
Because I want to activate us, Miss McMiller, because you have an army that is listening, and we're going to activate, because here's what I don't understand: the fact that no elected has stopped by, no, nothing. It's been crickets, and you deserve more than that. In what ways can we show up? I am getting constant comments in the chat for us to call the state's attorney. The state's attorney is an elected seat. She works for us. That's Eileen O'Neill Burke. Ongoing investigation. Yeah, that's fine. But in the meantime, who's communicating with you, the family, and where's the accountability? Since then, as I've understand, Holly has went on back to her life in Wisconsin. We're tracking her down. Carlos, I don't even know what time that is, but at the end of the day, this is heinous, this is cruel, and you deserve so much more. So how can we activate and support you, especially during this time, because you're also planning a homegoing celebration in her honor. And I refer to it as that because I think her life was worthy to be celebrated. And I know you feel that and then some because you're her mother.
It's hard. I want answers. We want answers. I
Want
want
answers?
justice. I want answers. I want to know, why did they let her go? Why? How did was it so easy? And why wasn't Carlos arrested as well? He was fighting on her.
He also went.
He also went and changed his clothes and came back to the school to get the baby. I'm fighting right now with DCFS so I can keep my grandbaby. It's so much going on. It's so much pressure.
Wait, where's your grandson?
I have to go. I had to go through DCFS and get him through
Okay.
me, through
Mm.
me, because of him and his family up at the school trying to get him. While I was at the hospital waiting on them to tell me what was going on with my child.
Mm. My God. Well, what
My
we
God.
plan to do, we've reached out aggressively to the state's attorney. And
Yeah.
now after a week plus, they've responded. Now, we were also given a statement that she will not answer questions when it comes to your daughter's case. And we find that to be unacceptable.
Right.
You
I do
know,
too.
at the end of the day, without compromising the integrity of the case, you know, there are certain principal questions that I will, and when we have this interview, I will have you at the ready. I will ask. Because if it's not directly about Romeca, what are the laws centered around shootings on the premises of schools? Is it 1,000 feet? You know, there are ways in which you can provide answers that will at least help us. Now, on the other side of this, and I'm sure you all are well aware, there were witnesses. One in
Yes.
which they said nobody talked to her. So
Mm-hmm.
we volunteered that information for CPD and the state's attorney. Not ever, if I had never laid eyes on you, I would definitely fight for you. Because like I said, I'm just as much as your daughter as every other Black woman walking around on this earth. And I believe my mother would fight just for me just as much as you are fighting for your baby.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
haven't met a
I'm not gonna
mother that
stop.
would
And I'm
I
not gonna
haven't
stop.
met a mother that wouldn't be Tina McMiller. So it is incumbent upon us. So anything we get our hands on, you have our commitment that we will offer up and then some because the clock is ticking.
Yes.
The clock is ticking, and the bottom line for Carlos, who she did have a restraining order against, I'm interested to know from Chicago Public Schools, has anybody reached out? I haven't seen the
Yes.
press release. They
Well, they
have?
reached out to me. They reached out to me, and they were very sorry. And what was crazy because the security guard was talking about she had just left out there. She was just as happy as smiling, and they were talking about Carlos, and she'd be like, "I got to make sure I get that man, that baby, gonna make sure he make me fix what she said." And they walked out, and they told the principal that it was a kid hit by a car, and she went out and she said it was Romeca that had just left out the building with them talking. So she was devastated. The assistant principal, I'm sorry, she was devastated.
Well, I think a big part of it is footage. You know, at most schools have cameras on the outside, you know, whatever supporting elements there that is needed. But like I said, the witness that we have been hunting down, she's proclaiming nobody has talked to her. So we are committed. And if you think, or if the family thinks of anything that WVON, the Cleopatra Show, can do to raise the banners for justice for your daughter, just say the word.
Um, how you doing? I appreciate you for inviting us on the show. Uh, I like to go by Drika. My little sister loved calling me Woo. Uh, I am now the baby sister, unfortunately, because we lost my little sister. Uh, the best thing you guys can do for us, stay loud, stay consistent, stay steady. ask the questions we're asking. You have to look at it from a realistic point of view. We don't need all the details to think in a rational manner, right? So rationally, this is a woman that called DCFS on Romeca. She got a restraining order on Romeca. She seeked criminal justice education. She was at a school she wasn't supposed to be. When you are so afraid of your life, you would never walk in the lion's den. Carlos School is there. That's the lion's den. At any moment, you can run into my sister. So then, rationally, you ask yourself, well, was that the plan? She was late dropping my nephew off, and you still bumped into her. You were afraid for your life, and you were able to go get the gun and come back to face Romeca and shoot her. There was no attempt to pull off.
It's premeditated.
There was no attempt. If Carlos lived so close, you could have even ran back to the apartment for safety. There was no concern for your own son. Bullets straight, they spread. Something could have also happened to that sweet little boy that was just born, and unfortunately, he deserves better parents. So you have a woman that prioritized getting her child to school and getting him lunch, and then you have a woman that prioritized her preference of a man solely being with her. When people are on the internet and they're speaking, they have to understand that I married my husband of almost 10 years, and Romeca met Carlos around the same time. My sister even met her man at the same time. We were all finding these men and developing and growing with them in a big span of years. So while I don't want to take my little sister's case because justice is the priority, you have to understand that we have seen some things. You have to understand her own siblings have had to run this man away from our sister. There are so many testimonies out there, and we will get them. This is a prime example of a man telling one woman a story and telling the other woman a story. So now when the other woman sees, you say you don't want to be bothered with her, you keep calling. You say you don't like her, you keep showing up. You say you don't want to be with her, you keep trying. I cannot get rid of this girl. So I am going to get rid of this girl. That's all it is. That's all it is. There's not too many complexities. You have people sharing things of a woman that wanted to fight for her relationship versus the woman that wants to leave. They're not the same women. That won't taint her image because I was sitting there while Carlos was talking to Holly and telling her, me, this is me. He told her, Holly, we're not together. When did I ever say we're together? You just got pregnant. You fought for a man that could only fight for himself. He did not love Romeca. He does not love you. And if you watch my sister in cold blood, and after that, the best thing, the best move you can make is plans on getting your son out of school. Is it the baby you wanted? Why would you have us mourning actively at a hospital? And that's where your head is. Go get my son. Because you knew what you did. And due to that severity, that could have been the last chance you saw your son. I want everybody to stop focusing on how many followers you get, how many views you get.
Amen.
This is real. This is real life. This is somebody that was a part of we have a huge family. And that girl spread her love amongst us all. My mother is in pain. My big sister is in pain. I am in pain as the little sister. My big brothers, we are hurting. Aunties, uncles, Mimi was loved so bad. But you also know how that works. When so many people love you, somebody gotta hate you.
Right.
And that girl took it upon herself to risk her whole livelihood to have a man that she still won't have. Let's kill the narrative that my sister was bitter. Like my mom just reiterated, Carlos was going with them. He was going to hang out with them. He was going to dinner with them. My sister wasn't bitter, but my sister was keen on respect, especially around her child. And Carlos would not respect if you gave him the definition. Okay?
Well, one thing
So
about it,
go ahead, I'm
well,
sorry.
one thing about it, Drika, you have laid it out in a way only a sister could. You remind me of my baby sister. You like little big sister. And I love that. I feel your spirit. No, I really do. And that's what God has sent you. And one thing about it, I love your narrative, and I am committed to that. I will use this microphone as long as God continues to give me breath, right state of mind, and the support of our station here, because you all have that 110%, 10 toes down. I commit to that. In addition to that, everybody that is writing, liking, and sharing this show will do the same. And and in our commitment, when we do receive the state's attorney, see, we gonna receive, but we don't always have to like what we receive, because until we receive justice, there will be no peace.
Yes.
Understand that.
Yes, thank you.
The only one that get peace is the baby, as much as he can, and God bless him, right?
We want the state's
God bless
attorney.
and keep you.
We would love for the state's attorney to tell us what do they need. You know what I'm saying? So everybody who can, like for instance, it was so viral that the witness has came. Excuse me, I'm
Yes.
the auntie. We want the state's attorney to tell us what y'all need, what we waiting on, what y'all need to charge this young lady. You know,
Yes.
what evidence do y'all have? Because I was informed that it was invalid,
Insufficient.
invalid case. Yes. So how is
Insufficient.
it invalid if the police officers are not, or are they going to the witness and talking to the witness? Of course, it was a man said he messaged, and a person said he said I left my number with the police officer. I left my number with the school because they say he went to the school. Did they talk to him that? Let my sister right here know something, so she don't think that this place should just close or it's an investigation and it'll go on forever. You have this. We need to know. They need to tell us something.
I also heard that the only one they questioned was Carlos.
So we need to, myth busting is real, and the meat and
Yeah.
potatoes. So I have my marching orders when I do have the state's attorney, and we can tango. We're gonna go back and forth with what she can answer, what she can't answer. Bottom line is, have we done our due diligence? And the words that we got back to was insufficient evidence. And the question is how. So Black Chicago, I implore you, these are people that are elected. When it comes to CPD, these are people that are on our tax-paying payroll. And like I said, Miss McMiller, we have a killer that walks amongst us.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn if she in Wisconsin. She pull up in Chicago when she get want to. She feel like she has carte blanche because she has a CCL. At the end of the day, it's not a license to kill. And this baby, your grandson, is motherless, but he has his grandmommy. But that is not enough, and I agree with you. And it's
And that
wrong.
CCL, excuse me, but I'm saying that CCL, if y'all just letting everybody go with that CCL, talking about with that. If y'all letting everybody go, what saying everybody's gonna go get a CCL and say,
It sends the
"Oh,
wrong
she grabbed."
message.
If
I
y'all,
agree with
they don't
you.
do
So
nothing about this. Y'all,
Sending the wrong
y'all
message
shooting
out.
the wrong message out. So now everybody thinking, "Oh, she slapped me in the face. I'm gonna shoot her in the face." You know what I'm saying? Even though
you're
we know the
absolutely
class,
right.
if you take the class will tell you, and they repeat over and over what you can and cannot do. But if y'all allow that, the world is going to be worse. Yes. So
Well, one
yes,
thing about
we
it,
need them to be on the CP, the Chicago Department, Police Department. They need to get on. You start going around, start asking. You know what I'm saying? This is not something that we're not going to allow to just shut the case and keep it going.
And it makes me feel that they get some inside help.
mm, well, one thing about it, as we do our due diligence, and we have reached out to everybody. So that was Romeca's aunt, her beautiful aunt that was just speaking. Um, I know that we're planning our homegoing services. I will personally reach out to you all about that. So that would be personal from me to you.
Okay.
And then when we have State's Attorney Eileen O'Neill Burke in the studio, I will let you know. Meanwhile, for everybody that is listening under the sound of my voice, corresponding in the chat, please address the narrative. Let us be responsible. Let us humanize Romeca. And let us characterize the situation in a way that is, if it was your daughter, your sister, your niece, your cousin, your loved one. Because Black Chicago, we have to take care of our own. And everybody that's involved in this, as I understand, Carlos, even though his name is Carlos, he's African American, correct?
Yes.
He's Black. All right. And Holly, I've seen her. So she's African American. All parties are Black. And I wouldn't care if they were blue. You pull the trigger and you take a life. We want accountability. So Miss Tina McMiller and family, I thank you for sharing your time. This will not be the last, and we will stay in touch with you very soon as we work to get State's Attorney Eileen O'Neill Burke to come and address not only WVON, Black Chicago, Illinois, but your family.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
You so much for having us. And to my little sister, Romeca, we will not stop until the violence stops.
Well, there it is. So thank you all. And I want to let you all get back to your time together. So thank you for joining me.
Thank you much. Appreciate you.
All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick break.